You'll be shocked by how big this house really is. In a world where mansions and giant houses dominate modern architecture, some people decided to go in the opposite direction and create true miniature masterpieces. Get ready to see houses that will prove that sometimes less is much more. Curious? Join us and let's go. Number 18. UFO House. In 1968, Matti Suuronen created something that seemed crazy. A prefabricated house in the shape of a flying saucer. The Futuro House, or UFO House, is 8 meters in diameter, weighs only 4 tons, and can be assembled or disassembled in 2 days. The interior is lined with foam and colored plastic. Very 60s. There's a circular living room with sofas that turn into beds, a mini space kitchen, and even a sauna. It's Finnish, right? The coolest part? The entrance staircase goes down like a ramp on a spaceship in a movie. Only 96 units were made worldwide. Today, they are collector's items. There is one on permanent display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, and others scattered around the world in crazy places like snowy mountains and deserted beaches. Number 17. Higa House. In Argentina, the company Grandio has created a house that is pure magic in concrete. Casa Higa borrows that cozy Danish style and transforms it into something unique. The coolest part? This little fortress can withstand earthquakes just fine. With 45 square meters of pure ingenuity, the house arrives by truck and is ready in 1 day. No foundation required. Inside, everything has been thought out down to the smallest detail. The open space has a living room, kitchen, dining area, bathroom, and bedroom, all arranged to make the most of every corner. The house is super energy efficient, has top-notch insulation, and can even have solar panels so you can live completely off the grid. And if you need to move, no problem. Casa Higa will go with you, whether it's for a weekend getaway or to start a new life somewhere else. Number 16. Mirror House. In Sweden, architects Tham and Videgård have created a house that simply disappears. Tree Hotel's Mirror Cube is a perfect 4x4x4 meter cube, covered in mirrored glass that reflects the surrounding forest. Inside, it's pure Scandinavian luxury. Light wood, minimalist design, and a 360-degree view of the forest through mirror-camouflaged windows. The house is suspended from a tree 10 meters above the ground, attached by invisible cables. The most incredible thing? There's a special system that prevents birds from hitting the mirrors. They use a film that only birds can see. And as if that wasn't crazy enough, the bathroom has an incineration system that turns everything into ash. Zero impact on the environment. I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Now that you've done that, let's go. Number 15. Water Nest 100. Italy has always known how to combine design and innovation, but this time they've outdone themselves. The Water Nest 100 is a circular floating house that looks like it came straight out of a science fiction movie. With 100 square meters distributed in the shape of a nest, this house proves that sustainability and style can go hand in hand. Imagine a round house made mostly of recycled wood and aluminum, floating peacefully on lakes, rivers, or bays. The huge windows offer a 360-degree panoramic view, making you feel part of nature. It's like living inside an eco-friendly work of art. This aquatic nest isn't just pretty, it's clever too. The circular design makes the most of natural light and creates a sense of spaciousness that makes you forget you're in a compact home. Number 14. House of 1 square meter. In the heart of Berlin, a house is turning everything we think about housing upside down. The 1 square meter house, created by architect Van Bo Lemensel, is a revolutionary cube that takes up less space than a standard office desk. At just 1 meter wide and 2 meters high, this little wonder is a radical exercise in efficiency. When standing up, it can be used as an office or shelter with a fold-out seat. When laid down, it can be used as a sleeping space. The design is so simple that anyone with basic tools can build their own version. The house is not just a place to live, it is a manifesto against the absurd prices of real estate in big cities. With its minimalist design, it makes us question how much space we really need to live. It is living proof that a house does not need to be big to be functional. Number 13. Tricycle House. In bustling Beijing, a creative solution is making its way onto the streets. The Tricycle House. Created by the People's Architecture Bureau, this mobile home uses the DNA of local tricycle culture to solve modern housing problems. Made from lightweight, foldable polypropylene plastic, the house expands and contracts as needed. When opened, it reveals a surprising space with a bed, seating area, table, and a mini kitchen. The project operates entirely off-grid, with optional solar panels on the roof and a water tank underneath the tricycle. This mobile home is not just a housing solution, it's a creative response to the urban housing crisis. It shows that a home can be portable, sustainable, and fully functional at the same time. Number 12. VIP Shelter. Imagine a modern steel-clad cabin that arrives ready to use as if it were a special order from the future. The VIP shelter is exactly that. With 55 square meters divided into 2 levels, this Swedish gem is proof that less can be much more. The floor-to-ceiling glass walls are like giant frames for the nature outside. Inside, the dark kitchen creates a dramatic contrast to all the light. It's like being in your own private cinema, with nature playing the most beautiful film in the world right in front of you. Built to withstand the harshest Scandinavian weather, this cabin is perfect for both a mountain getaway and a special place in your backyard. It's the kind of place that makes you want to drop everything and move to the middle of nowhere, but with all the comforts in the world. Number 11. Volcano House. In the middle of the Mojave Desert in California, there is a house that looks like a spaceship perched on top of an extinct volcano. The Volcano House was built in 1968 by modern architecture guru Kendrick Kellogg, 400 feet above the desert. Shaped like a flying saucer, the 195 square meter circular house has a glass dome in the center that lets in light as if it were a natural solarium. The coolest part? You can see the desert in 360 degrees. And there's a suspended walkway that leads to a swimming pool built inside the volcano's crater. The house became so famous that it has appeared in a number of science fiction films. The current owner bought it for $750,000. Cheap for someone who wants to live in a volcano, right? Number 10. The Glass House. To top it all off, imagine a glass house hanging from a cliff 90 meters high, with the entire Pacific Ocean as your backyard. In Sonoma, California, architect Richard Clemens Jr. created this little gem that is pure cinema. With just 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, this home proves that size doesn't matter when you have a view like this. The glass walls make you feel like you're floating above the ocean. And to top it off, there's an outdoor hot tub where you can soak in the bubbles while watching whales pass by. Number 9. Bubble Palace. Pierre Cardin, the famous fashion designer, had a house that looked like a collection of giant soap bubbles stuck together. The Bubble Palace, near Cannes, France, was designed by architect Antti Lovag, who was terrified of right angles. There are 10 interconnected bubbles, each measuring 30 square meters. Making impossible curves in every direction. There is not one straight wall in the entire house. The windows are round, the doors are round. Even the furniture was custom made to match the curves. The coolest part? There's an open-air amphitheater with 500 seats built into the hillside, overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. It's hosted fashion shows, Oscar parties, and even celebrity weddings. Number 8. Cube Project. In Oxford, Dr. Mike Page is proving that 27 cubic meters is more than enough space for a comfortable life. The Cube Project is a micro home that measures just 3 meters in all directions, but hides a world of possibilities within its compact walls. Using multifunctional furniture, every inch is made the most of. The bed folds into the wall during the day, freeing up space for other activities. The living area can be turned into an office in the blink of an eye. And the most impressive thing? The home has 0 carbon emissions, producing all of its energy through solar panels and an ultra-efficient design. Number 7. Floating Seahorse Villas. In Dubai, where anything goes, some homes are taking the living experience to the next level. Literally. The floating seahorse villas are true aquatic palaces with 3 floors of pure opulence, including 1 level that is completely underwater. The underwater floor is jaw-dropping. Imagine waking up to colorful fish and coral swimming past your window, as if you were living inside a giant aquarium. At sea level, the home offers a spectacular living area with glass doors that open directly onto the ocean. Upstairs, a terrace with a jacuzzi and sunbathing area completes the luxury package. These homes aren't just a place to live, they're an entire experience. Want to take a dip? Just walk down a few steps. How about a paddleboarding tour? The entire Arabian Gulf is your backyard. Number 6. Snake tree houses. In Pedras Salgadas Park in Portugal, the serpent tree houses are living works of art that dance among the branches. These curved structures snake through the forest like wooden snakes, creating a unique lodging experience that fuses luxury with nature. With 25 square meters of pure ingenuity, each house offers a living room, kitchenette, bathroom, and a bedroom with glass walls that make you feel part of the forest. Elevated on stilts, the houses practically float among the trees, causing minimal impact on the ground. The clever design takes advantage of natural ventilation and insulation techniques to maintain a comfortable temperature without the need for air conditioning. Guests can enjoy natural springs, hiking trails, and mountain biking, all while sleeping in the embrace of nature. Number 5. Tiny house. In 2011, Chris and Melissa Tack decided to prove that 13 square meters is more than enough for a full life. Casa Tack is the kind of project that makes everyone stop and think, do I really need that much space? On the outside, the cedar cladding gives it a rustic charm that blends in with any landscape. Inside, every inch has been carefully planned. The living room magically turns into an office, the kitchen has everything you need, and upstairs, accessible by a staircase, a cozy bedroom awaits to welcome your dreams. Built on wheels, this little house can go wherever your heart takes you. Chris and Melissa share their adventures on a blog, inspiring others to simplify their lives and focus on what really matters. Experiences, not things. Number 4. The Wickle House. When someone says cardboard house, you probably think of those moving boxes, right? Well, get ready to have your mind blown. In the Netherlands, Fiction Factory has created a house made from 24 layers of recycled cardboard that lasts over 50 years. No, this isn't science fiction. It's pure Dutch innovation. The name Wickle comes from Dutch and means to wrap, because that's exactly how the house is made. Layers and layers of cardboard are rolled up into a giant mold. Then, the whole thing is covered with a waterproof membrane that breathes. Yes, the house breathes. The result? A super strong, warm structure that can be assembled like Lego. Each section is 1.2 meters wide, and you can join as many as you want to make your house the size you want. The most amazing thing? The production uses much less resources than a traditional construction and doesn't need a foundation. It's like having a house that lands gently in nature without damaging it. Number 3. Moose Road House. Deep in the Canadian forest near Vancouver, there is a house that seems to float among the trees. The Moose Road House is just 35 square meters, but it has won architecture awards for its ingenious design. Perched on steel pillars, the house barely touches the forest floor. The walls are all glass, but a clever system of automatic blinds controls light and privacy. Inside, local wood is used throughout, giving it a modern cabin feel. The coolest part? The suspended deck that doubles as a moose watching platform. Residents swear they've seen entire families of moose roaming around under the house. Number 2. Coda House. Estonia has proven that 25 square meters can be a real home. Coda House, launched in 2016, is the kind of place that makes you rethink everything you know about space. With glass windows everywhere, there is no shortage of natural light, and the space is so cozy that it doesn't even feel small. The trick is in the details. Super insulating triple windows, a clever mezzanine for the bedroom, and an open floor plan that allows the space to breathe. And what's more, the house arrives ready from the factory and is up and running in one day. It's like putting together a piece of furniture, only much bigger. Perfect for urban or rural settings. Coda House is versatile enough to be anything from student housing to pop-up hotel. It's living proof that a home doesn't have to be big to be amazing. Number 1. Maison Bordeaux. In Bordeaux, France, there is a house that proves that architecture can work miracles. After a car accident left him paralyzed, a client asked architect Rem Koolhaas not to design an ordinary adapted home, but something that would challenge everything we know about affordable housing. The result? A 3-level home with a mobile platform at its heart that functions as an office and elevator at the same time. It's like having a magical room that takes you anywhere in the house. The main floor is completely transparent, as if floating in the landscape, while the top floor is more enclosed and cozy. Concrete, glass, and steel combine to create not just a home, but a statement that architecture can and should be revolutionary when it puts human needs first. Which of these houses that we showed you here shocked you the most? Tell me below in the comments. Take advantage now and click on this video that is now appearing on the screen, because I separated it especially for you. Well, that's it, and until next time. Curious one.